So I wanted to start off talking about the new album, of course. You guys are re-releasing Bad Magic as Bad Magic, Seriously Bad Magic, which is really cool. I've had a chance to preview all of it and listen to it, and absolutely love the 2 unreleased tracks that you guys have dropped onto here. Can you tell me a little bit about it? I really love Bullet in Your Brain, too. Was there a specific reason that one didn't make the original album?
I guess we just got voted one of the ones not to put on there. I mean, it's definitely, we all thought it was a strong track, but you can only put a certain amount on an album, really. We thought we'd keep it for, for something else maybe one day.
Sure.
But I'm glad it's resurfaced now. It's a
great
track. It's a powerful track,
Yeah.
And regarding the other track, I mean, Lem's lyrics, it's basically like Till the End, but with a new set of lyrics, and I think they really dig deep now, the way that people are running the world and everything.
I agree. It's very timely.
Especially if you're living in the UK right now as well, and probably the same way you are as well. But really, he hit it right on the head, again with the lyrics. So we're happy to put that on as well. And of course, Heroes we didn't put on the original album. So it's a good package, and it's also with the Mt Fuji Fest as well. And that's just on the basic version of Seriously Bad Magic, and then you go on the other stuff. Then you go into the big long Lem interview and the Ouija board and things like that. So and hopefully, it'll bring some people who haven't listened to Motorhead before. Maybe some youngsters. Because we thought it was a strong album. Unfortunately, of course, it was the final studio album.
Sure.
We thought it was a really strong album at the time. It was the first. It was the first album we recorded and wrote in the studio as well, which is quite interesting. Up until then, every album we'd done in a rehearsal situation.
Oh, okay.
And then
so this one was a full studio project.
Yeah. So when we had an idea, if we got a full song or just 10 seconds from an idea, we could whack it down on tape so we wouldn't forget it, or put it down and then build from it, and anything we wanted really. And it worked really well for us, and it was exciting time to be in the studio because we could see the ideas forming and kind of blossoming in real time. So it was great for us. I'm really glad we had a chance to do that.
Yeah, and the original album, of course, was, like you said, it was a very powerful album to begin with. But I find it fascinating, with songs like Greedy Bastards being what I would consider timely, being released now, quite a few years after Lemmy passed. The message is still, as clear as day, I think, to a lot of the people in the world, like you were saying. It's great. It was a timeless album to begin with, but I just think the extra tracks you guys have added have really added something to it, and the live tracks are incredible. Motorhead always had that incredible live presence, and I think it really comes through on the Fuji concert in particular on this album. So I've been a huge fan myself since I was a teenager. Yeah. So I grew up, with albums like listening to Orgasmatron and stuff, and so I'm a huge fan of your work.
I'm glad you like it, and the live gig as well. That was from 2015 as well, so a kind of final year.
Yeah.
So it all ties in nicely, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, I thought it was really a spectacular package here, and you guys have really been busy with releasing, I guess, what you would maybe call archive material or some, extra tracks and live live recordings. Can Motorhead fans, can we expect to hear more? Is there more in the vault or in the library somewhere, or we?
Yeah, we'll keep digging around, especially in the age of digital now. Mm-hmm. There's so many, different stems of pieces, and now it takes a lot of listening through and many hours and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna give it a go, and we'll see what's around. Like the early days when it was tape, you record over the tape or whatever, and
sure,
it take up a lot of room and things like that. People didn't want to like reels and reels of tape in the thing, but this day and age, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of stuff which we've even forgotten about, which we just need to sit down and start sifting through and stuff. And we will do. We will find some cool stuff, So yeah,
great.
Expect some more. It's no good. It's no good sitting there but not doing anything.
Great. Well, and every time you guys release one of these, kind of a revamped package with extra material, I mean, it just takes me back to, the time when, like I said, maybe my teenage years or whatever, because I've been a fan ever since. But every time it comes out, it's just like, even though, I guess Motorhead sort of ceased to exist after 2015 as, an actual live band touring entity with Lemmy's passing.
Yeah.
And these albums are just like getting a brand new album to me. I mean, even though I've heard some of these tracks before, they're just very cool. It's like, finding, like a archaeologist finding new things. So I love it that you guys are still releasing this kind of material.
That's great. It makes me happy as well that you get a little excited over this sort of stuff. That's great.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not the only one, so.
No, I get excited occasionally as well. No, it's good. We're happy to put it out, and keep looking for some interesting things and put them out when we find them.
Yeah, your playing was, excuse me, your playing was always, I would say, incendiary. I mean, you just have this, unique style. I recognize it when I hear it, and and of course that was a testament to you. I mean, 31 years, right, with Motorhead. I mean, longest except for
me. I was a little whippersnapper, when I joined the band.
Yeah, I mean, I think your history, right? You met Lemmy when you were like 13 originally, something like that.
I was 12 when I was 12.
12, wow.
I was 12, and he signed my Hawkman program for me. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to get over being starstruck once you actually joined the band?
I don't know. It was weird at first because everywhere we go, we could see people like looking at Lemmy, and I'd walk down the street with him and stuff, and you just get used to it and get used to it in the end. But it was always great. It was always great being with Lem. He's such a character, and it's great fun to be with, like in the sense of humor. So it was a brotherhood within the band, with whichever lineup, but especially myself and Mikkey and Lem, because we were as our three-piece for so many years, over 20 years.
Yeah, you guys really solidified that lineup. Close. That lineup really got tight, with you guys. I mean, I know prior to that, of course, there was changes often within the band, but you guys really, in that 20-year period, really tightened your sound. You had a true chemistry, I think. So, and that shows in the albums. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the early stuff of Motorhead as well, but I probably really started getting into a lot of the stuff, when you joined the band around that time frame. So your tenure in the band, has been really important to me as a music lover and a collector over the years. So yeah, I appreciate everything you guys have done.
Thank you. That's nice to hear.
No, you guys. I mean, you're legendary at this point, and it's just an honor, I guess, to get to speak to you today. And like I said, huge fan of the band. What do you have next on the on your back burner there? I know you have your solo band with your sons. What's next for you?
We just coming to the end of 4 months off. I needed a break for a while, so we all needed a break actually because we were so busy last summer. So we start next week. We're opening for Michael Monroe and the Black Star Riders in the UK.
Nice.
So
that's great bill.
Yeah. So that's 2 weeks, and then a little bit more time off. I'm going to go on vacation early May, and then all the summer then with summer festivals all around Europe, everywhere. I'm not quite sure what we're doing later on in the year after that, but we've got a live album we recorded a year or two ago coming out in a few days on Friday. It's called
Great.
It's called Live in the North, and we just finished mastering the third Bastard Sons album. So that'll take a couple of months to come out, but I'm really, really pleased with that. It's so heavy. It's the first one with a new singer, Joel Peters. So yeah, we're already psyched about this album, and it's a bit of a monster. So I can't wait for everyone to listen to that.
Yeah, I can't wait either.
The live one's pretty brutal as well, which is coming out. Yeah, I think this at the moment you'll be able to stream it or download it from Friday. So
excellent.
You could check out. There's some Motorhead songs on there as well. 3 Motorhead songs we do live.
Well, great. I love that you're still cranking out material, and Mickey's doing his thing, I guess, with the Scorpions still.
Yeah.
So So yeah, love to see you guys still trudging on. I'm sure Lemmy would have been proud of you guys continuing to do what you do. And like I said, I think you guys have done a spectacular job with the Motorhead legacy.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
you guys.
Well,
you're killing it with this stuff.
We're doing our best. We had a great time. We had a great time in the band. We had so much fun. It was unbelievable, and we're having fun keeping it all going as much as we can. And if Lem was still here now, we'd still be going. We'd still be hitting the boards. But
I have no doubt.
I know. We haven't worked that one out yet. How to do it with Lem. We have to get him back somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. The people want a hologram, right? They want Lemmy was one of a kind. You can't duplicate that.
No.
Well, I certainly appreciate you taking time out. I know you're very busy and you're doing a lot of interviews, and I think you're trying to finish those up today. So, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I certainly appreciate you talking to us. And everyone should definitely pick up this new album out, and then right afterwards they need to pick up your new live album that you have out, and we'll all be on the lookout for the new studio album as well of yours.
Yeah, I'll be out in a few months. Yeah,
and hopefully some more unreleased Motorhead tracks to come soon to satisfy all of us longtime fans. So, like I said, I'm like a little kid when those things come out. It's just like getting a brand new album. It's like a Christmas gift or something. So, really appreciate it.
Well, when they do come out, I'm pretty sure I'll be talking to you again, Bobby, at some point when the next lot comes out.
Well,
all right,
absolutely.
my friend. It's been a pleasure.
You too. Thanks. I appreciate it, Phil.
Okay. Keep up the good work, man. Okay.
All right. Thanks
all
a lot.
the best. Take care. Bye-bye.